Hello and a very good evening. So India have won the
Right.
first ODI against Australia by defeating them by 5 wickets. It was not an easy win, as we were talking about in the mid inning show. But yes, finally India have won. It required a good knock from KL Rahul and Ravindra Jadeja down the order. But yes, India have taken a 1-0 lead, and we'll discuss the match. I have Debashish Sen, Atriya Mukherjee, and Bharat Ramaraj joining me for this post match show. Gentlemen, India. Let's start with that KL Rahul knock, because I think that is the highlight of this match, especially the second innings. KL Rahul. We spoke about his wicket keeping skills in the mid inning show, but with the bat he looked special. This was a special knock given the condition India found themselves in. Atru? I think his internet has stuck. Devashish, you can start. KL Rahul with the bat.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, it was a classic knock by KL Rahul. And because 83 for 5 when Hardik was out, means still more than half the runs required, and with half the
Yeah.
wickets back in the hut. And from there, the way he placed his innings, means there were no
Hmm.
risky shots. He was willing to stay on the wicket, buy time, and attacking the loose balls. And
Hmm.
he cut shot, the straight drive, then that six. So
Right.
it was a complete package of KL Rahul, and and it only proves that what a great batter he is. Obviously, he was not going into greatest of forms. The reason he
Right.
was dropped, but now he has made a statement here with this knock.
Right, right. Bharat, I know that you are writing a piece on KL Rahul that will be published tomorrow. But anything? What were the positives from this KL Rahul knock? Of course, it was a match-winning knock, a special knock by the Indian middle order. But anything special that you pointed out in this KL Rahul knock?
Yeah, I tweeted that right when he scored, played that drive through covers. I
Hmm.
think it was on one or two. He committed early, and then that is why his front foot pressed and released, and it went to the boundary. That ball spun a little bit, and that is where I think he got into that rhythm because
Hmm.
his footwork, his feet was moving, and from there,
Right.
obviously, on this pitch there was a little bit of sea movement, there was a nip, there was a little bit of tennis ball bounce. So occasionally he was beaten on the outside edge. Nip backers
Hmm.
troubled him, but it happens to every batter in such conditions, and he was able to paddle through such. He was able to paddle through it. So that shows he also showed the temperament. In a way, he also showed that he's still in contention when it comes to definitely in contention when it comes to World Test Championship final, because that particular shot, especially that particular drive he cracked, that
Hmm.
is exactly what I expect a batter to play against a moving ball. So
Hmm.
it was class.
Of course.
He
Of
was things really well.
Yeah, of course. There's this whole debate whether KL Rahul can make a spot in that playing 11 for the World Test Championship final. But coming to this particular match, after I think this knock will give a whole lot of confidence to KL Rahul, who has been struggling in other formats, especially the T20 and Test format. Of course, he didn't get good pitches to bat on in the Border Gavaskar Trophy, but this knock will give him a lot of confidence. What do you think? Arjun, if you can hear me, no, I think he's struggling with his internet. Let's move to the chase. 188, 188. I think it looked like in the mid innings we were joking around what should Ishan Kishan do to keep a spot for the second ODI. But Mitchell Stark, that was a venomous spell. He ended up with 9.5 overs, 49 runs, 3 wickets. All the 3 wickets came up front. Ishan Kishan 3 runs, Virat Kohli 4 runs, Shubman Gill 20, and sorry, Ishan Kishan, Marcus Stoinis got Ishan Kishan, but Surya Kumar Yadav was dismissed by Mitchell Stark. So three of your top four, Mitchell Stark with the ball nipping around. He is always a dangerous customer, especially when he is bowling 140 plus and making the ball move a bit with the conditions. Devashish, you're on mute.
Yeah, that particular
Yeah.
over from Mitchell Stark, wherein he got Virat Kohli and Surya Kumar Yadav with the ball coming in, and so
Hmm.
that was the hallmark of Mitchell Stark, and it's a case with almost of the left arm seamers. The one that comes in for the right-handers is great. It does makes life difficult for the right-handed batsman, and that is what has happened for Virat and Surya. And at that point of time, and obviously you must give credit to Hardik as well, the way he batted.
Yeah.
During that
Very
time,
important knock.
if they lost another wicket, then it would have been much more difficult. But then Hardik and striking that partnership with KL Rahul, and then from there on, it was all KL Rahul and Ravindra Jadeja show.
Hmm.
I just want to add one point on that.
Yes,
Just
yes,
one
yes.
point. You notice he also has developed his own version of bubble ball now. It goes back to that
Okay.
MCG test in 2021. I think there's an article as well on Fox or somewhere where he said that
Hmm.
obviously that second innings Jimmy Anderson, first innings Jimmy Anderson had taken 4 wickets without swinging the ball and looked to basically bowl the bubble. And Stark in that article said, if the king of swing, that's what he said, king of swing can't is not looking to swing, then I also won't try to swing, but I will also look to try the wobble. Since that he's been using this wobble ball frequently, and today also we saw that. So what it gives him an added advantage is he has that in swinger, and as a
Hmm.
left armer over the wicket, the wobble ball goes away from the right hander. Obviously, a catch was dropped. I think a catch was dropped off his bowling
Yeah.
and just went through the third slip. Both were his wobble delivery. So that is something he's
Hmm.
added in the last 12 or 15 months.
I think top pacers in this world, cricket world, finally find that found that this wobble delivery, three-quarter seam delivery, it is becoming a very handy weapon. So why not try and develop it and add it to your skill sets as well? So I think Mitchell Stark is the latest addition to that list. After, if your internet is fine now. KL Rahul knock. I think that would give him a lot of confidence, and of course that also brings him into the contention for the WTC final. That's a debate that will go on till the match is played. But yes, a good knock that will give him a lot of confidence going forward.
I will not look as far ahead as a WTC final at the moment. I would like to speak
Right.
to the press and say that, yeah, Rahul, it was very valuable innings. It reminded us of
Hmm.
a similar kind of an innings he played against Sri Lanka at Eden Gardens. That was also a one-day
Right.
match. That was also a pretty low kind of a chase where India had lost wickets and they needed some consolidation. And very similar situation was very similar,
Hmm.
like over here. And today the pitch was assisting seam bowling, so there was a bit of grip for the spinners as well. So it was not very easy to bat, and conditions and situation made it tougher for him. So he
Hmm.
showed very calm heads, and I mean it was kind of it suited him also. I mean he didn't have to go. He didn't have to go. I mean run a ball or more than run a ball. That was not the requirement, and he
Hmm.
took his time and batted the team to safety. That was a very valuable innings, which should give him a lot of confidence because Rahul, as we all know, had been some sort of short of runs. I mean, of late in
Right.
every format. So this is a very important outing for him as well. Shubhan.
Right. But there's. I was scrolling social media after reaching home, and again, many were questioning Surya Kumar Yadav at number four. He has not done anything in ODI format so far. Devashish, if I have to ask you, Surya Kumar Yadav, is it too early to rule him out in this format, especially?
Yeah, absolutely. It's too early to rule him out. Means obviously, and see, you should give a longer rope for any batters. Means and classic example is KL Rahul for you. Means
Right.
the team management showed confidence in him, gave him the support, and see what a knock he has played. And KL
Right.
Rahul coming in at number five, wicket keeping as well as the technique he has, solid technique. It automatically adds immense balance to this Indian team. Means when you have
Right.
someone of the caliber of KL Rahul coming in at number five, who can play both spin and pace with Ilan. So that I think that this is the best move that the Indian team management has made in recent times and leading up to the World Cup.
And he has KL Rahul in the middle order in ODI format. He has done well. He averages 45 plus, I guess, since taking up this role at number five, and he has been doing good. Good. I think when we talk about KL Rahul as a whole, people sometimes take the T20 format, his strike rate, Test cricket, his struggles, and mix it up all together, make it into a biryani of all sorts. But KL Rahul in this format at number five, he has done well. 45 plus is a very good average, and especially when he's playing in packed Indian batting order. Bharat, Surya Kumar Yadav, Virat Kohli again two, number three, number four for Indian middle order failing in this match. Is it like, I won't say is it a cause of concern, but yes, some sort of blip there, especially Surya. What should he do differently if we talk about his batting in this format?
So I'm not too sure he's a number four batsman as such, because
Hmm.
I think it's more of someone who's at least in ODI cricket, someone who can come slightly lower down the order. I believe number four with the ball nipping around is someone who plays a lot with his hands, backward
Hmm.
player, hands back. I think he can be vulnerable to that foolish delivery. That's what happened today. But
Hmm.
if India are really looking at Surya Kumar for the World Cup, I know it's too long, still so many months away.
Right.
But if they're looking at him as a player in the World Cup squad, then he's kind of can be used as a surprise shock player. Like for that odd game, he can come in and get that 50 of 30 balls at number six, or that could be his
Hmm.
role, slightly down the order. Not too sure is
Hmm.
on a long-term basis. I don't think he is a number four batter.
That's a very interesting observation. Shreyas Iyer and Surya Kumar Yadav, Atra, I think they two are very different sort of player. One is an anchor. Surya is somewhat of flashy, flamboyant player who likes to strike and play his strokes. Do you think with Surya in the 11, India can chop or swap KL Rahul and Surya's position 4 and 5 and make KL bat above in the batting list?
That's possibly the only solution. If you're looking at any other position for Surya Kumar, then possibly that's the
Hmm.
only position where he can fit in. Having said that, I
Hmm.
think let us give him a few more games. I mean, at least this series,
Right.
because
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, I agree with Bharat that he's. I mean, on the face of it, that he doesn't look like a typical number four ODI batter because of, and
Mhm.
Bharat rightly pointed out that he's possibly more suitable at lower down the order, and but
Right.
at the we can't have him at number six. The only position where he can have
Hmm.
is number five. So 4 and 5 is
Right.
not, there's a difference, but not much of a difference. So I think when you have given him a chance, give him two more games. I mean, that's what we have in this series, right? I mean, we have two more games over here.
Right.
Once you're
Right.
try him out, then do try him out and give him a longer, fairer run, and then see how it goes.
Devashish,
Just
Hardik
wanted
Pandya
to add a
as a
point.
complete.
Just wanted to add a
Yes, yes, Bharat, please. Yes, Bharat, please.
Yeah, yeah. What I meant to ask, not about this series. Obviously, in this series it should be given a run over three matches. But what I'm saying is, on a long-term basis, if India are looking at him as a member of the World Cup squad, obviously, as I said, it's too many months still away. But if they're looking at him as a member of the World Cup squad, then somewhere once in say 6 or 7 games, he can be used as a surprise package. You can come in and score a 50 of 30 somewhere lower down the order. I think that is where India perhaps are looking at him. I don't think he is someone on a long-term basis. Nobody cricket who will. My gut feeling is someone who will establish a place in the Indian side, but he can be a surprise package somewhere. Who can once in a while get it at 50 or 30 balls.
Of course, when Shreyas Iyer returns, the dynamics will again change. So it's the only time for Surya to really stamp his authority. Devashish, Hardik Pandya as a complete package captain, all-rounder with the ball, with the bat, played a very crucial knock. That was a really important partnership for India at that point. So, what are your observations on Hardik Pandya? Feeling good about his captaincy, the way he has led India in this match?
Absolutely, and especially the bowling changes means bringing in Shami
Hmm.
with those wickets. So it was, and it was smart captaincy today by Hardik, and we have seen
Hmm.
him in the past as well, leading Gujarat Titans to the first IPL crown, and ever since then he has evolved as a captain. Means whatever
Right.
little opportunities he have has got, he has done well, and also the Hardik, as you rightly said, he's a complete package. Means,
Hmm.
and in the long run, let's hope that obviously he's your next captain in white ball format.
Hmm.
Because
All
no,
formats? All formats?
no, I
Oh,
would say
in ODIs?
for the white ball format, ODI and T20 cricket.
Uh,
I don't see India not winning the World Cup. I don't see Rohit Sharma retaining his captaincy. Don't see him retaining his
that's
captaincy.
that's that's
If it,
that's a big call. That's a big call. Hardik Pandya as your next white ball captain, ODI and
white
T20.
ball captain, yes,
Yeah.
is my next white ball captain.
Now that's an interesting call, Bharat. You agree with that, or you have a different opinion? Should India go to someone younger? If there's a lot of conjectures right now, ifs and buts, plenty of ifs and buts. If Rohit Sharma steps down now, if India doesn't win the World Cup, but yes, Hardik Pandya as the next white ball captain.
Yeah, it can be again if said
But
buts, but it looks like a leader. Yeah, if said buts do come into consideration, like
mm,
or Sidhu used to say once upon a time. But again, it looks
mm,
like a natural leader to me. So in the future, near future, if something like Rohit Sharma steps down, just looking at different scenarios, then Hardik Pandya definitely looks like the one national. And also, just wanted to add about his batting. When Hardik Pandya first came on
mm,
the scene, he looked like a player who was dropping for the ball, who was chasing. Now, if you look at the short innings he played, he almost, not exactly, almost matched KL Rahul in terms of technique. Almost was there. So that shows he's improved
mm.
his technique as well against the moving ball over a period of time. So yeah, this again makes me think if India just for one test would even think of Hardik Pandya for that World Test Championship just for one test. If there's as a long shot is there or not, because his technique actually looked decent today. That's why on that only on that basis I'm saying.
We all remember that Nottingham test as well, where Hardik did show his magic. But he in the pre-match press conference he did rule himself out that it would be really unfair for me to take someone's place. I am not even playing red ball cricket anymore, so it would be really unfair for me to come and play the WTC
No,
final.
but not. He did say it will be unethical, but at the same time, he said he will earn his spot in the test side.
Yes, yes,
That's the
yes.
biggest quote for me. He will earn his spot in the test side with his performance. So let's give
Uh,
him the due credit because Hardik Pandya, the cricket
Absolutely.
league, he's a means he's too good. He will definitely eyeing the test spot, but as of now, his main focus is the white ball form because you have two World Cups in
Hmm.
next year, T20
Right,
World Cup and the 50 overs World Cup in October November.
right, right. And
Remember
and
what
of course, unless yes.
it's a few
Sorry,
days
sorry,
ago
I couldn't. Uh-huh.
a few days ago, Joydeep also said something similar that one test he can play in the final. That's what I remembered when I
Yes,
was watching
yes,
him
yes,
bat just
yes.
for that brief period. His technique actually was very decent today. You notice.
Yeah. Yeah, unless the Indian selection committee says looks at him winning another IPL for Gujarat Titans and say you have earned this call up and let's play the WTC final. That is the only way Hardik Pandya right now, without any test matches in frame, can make a comeback into the WTC final. But after Ravindra Jadeja, India missed him for a long time, for a lot of months due to injury, but he has come back. We saw what he did in the Border Gavaskar Trophy. And now a valuable 45 of 69 deliveries with the ball. He picked up 2 wickets, 9 overs, 46. Ravindra Jadeja, when he plays, when he's in the team, he makes the team look better. He's a, I would say he's a better package than Hardik Pandya.
I wouldn't really get into that comparison, but I would like to stick my neck out and say something, which is that
Uh,
the squad that you have for the Australia series, there are a
mhm.
number of. There is Ravindra Jadeja, Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav,
Right.
Washington, and
Washington.
Yuzi.
Yeah.
So it's a problem of plenty, and well, you will be ending up playing two or three maybe. So you have
Hmm.
to leave out two or three in every game. So if there is one
Right.
spinner who is not going to be left out, that is Jadeja. So uh,
Hmm.
which has I mean, there is no room for debate about that. And
Absolutely.
he,
Hmm.
in the sense that he's a gun fielder, I mean, we all know that. I mean, I have nothing more to say about Ravindra Jadeja. I'm just amazed by the kind of maturity that he's showing in each outing, with each outing. That
Right.
he's a much more developed cricketer. There's a lot of thinking going behind in what he's doing now. Jadeja is an invaluable asset to this Indian side, to any side he would have been, and
Hmm.
he has made it quite sure that if India are going to play two spinners, there are not going to be two wrist spinners.
Yeah.
That's a very important point. Of course, no kulcha is what Astro is hinting at. But Devashish,
With the option of Hardik Pandya being the third seamer, you
mhm.
can three spinners. I mean, there's a possibility. In that
Yes,
case,
yes, of course, of course.
otherwise, as long as you're playing two spinners, there is no chance of getting into two spinners because one spinner slot has been permanently
Book
booked.
परमानेंटली बुक ये वही बात है कि हम बोलते हैं ना टिकट कट चुकी है अब ये जगह वापस नहीं मिलने वाली है अब
And remember, had Jadeja been around with the Indian team, means that freakish injury that happened during that Asia Cup, if I'm not wrong, in Dubai, and uh, was it?
राइट यस
Yeah, it was Asia Cup or T20 World Cup. I
Yes.
don't remember. It was in Dubai,
Asia Cup.
definitely.
आई आल्सो जस्ट
Asia Cup,
Asia
and
Cup.
एशिया कप या
Paddy Upton
हाँ
taking the
That's
team for
right.
a team bonding session, some fun water game. So there was no need. And had Jadeja been around, means at least we missed out in the World Cup, T20 World Cup, and also the last
द
World Cup
एशिया
in
कप
Australia. So,
या
as Atro said rightly, it means his value is immense in this Indian team.
especially in Indian conditions where Jadeja can extract something of the pitches as well. So yes, Ravindra Jadeja, another MVP, I would say for this Indian team. But yes, this was the match. India did try to make a hash out of it. They took 39.5 deliveries to chase down 189, but ultimately KL Rahul came and saw this team over the winning line along with vital contributions from Hardik Pandya and Ravindra Jadeja from this playing 11. But yes, a good win, 1-0. The lead will be again back. Yes, Atlu, please.
I think we should also spare a few words on Hardik Pandya's captaincy because he was the one who made things happen. Australia had
Yes,
got
absolutely. Devashish lavished high praises on Hardik Pandya and said he should be the next white ball captain for India as well. So we have discussed that point. Yes, Atlu, if you want to add anything to Hardik Pandya, please.
he is one of, as far as I am concerned, he is one of the candidates of player of the match. So, although he didn't, batting, bowling wise, you can't tangibly, he wasn't quite up there. But his captaincy was
Player of
right
the
up.
match has been given to Ravindra Jadeja.
Okay, yeah. And I
Yeah.
think Pandya's contribution was no less significant because he made
Yep.
things happen. I mean, see, middle overs is a period when captains sometimes tend to go flat and they tend to go with the tide and do not
Hmm.
really. And there is a chance that they uh, let things drift. Pandya
Hmm.
didn't allow that to happen. I mean, he kept on bringing
Right.
on his bowlers. He kept on kept fielders in catching positions. There were two slips at times in the 38 over. So that's how India made inroads. India kept making inroads into this Australian batting lineup, and I think that is why India managed to get them out for a very very mediocre total, and that is where the fate of the game was decided in the first half itself. I mean, 188 on Indian pitches, any kind of pitch, is not going to be a very steep target. So unless there is something exceptional, it was not the case. And I think that is where India sealed the deal, and that is where Hardik Pandya, the captain, he came to the fore, and it was quite significant, I would say. Yeah.
Yes, Devashish, you had something to say?
I had something to say about KL Rahul. Means if you look, he was asked in the post-match presentation ceremony about knock. So what he said was that he was willing to spend time at the crease, and remember the first 40 runs he scored of 60 balls, but the next 35 runs he scored in 31 balls. So he can actually shift gears. That's the best part of KL Rahul. So
KL Rahul is a supreme batter. He's a supreme batter, but for some reason or other, yes.
KL Rahul, if the team management persists with him, like we did in 2003 with Rahul Dravid in that World Cup in South Africa, I think it will lend immense balance to this Indian team, because the team management can play an extra batter or a bowler in any conditions. Means I think it's a huge move on the part of the team management to get in KL Rahul as a wicketkeeper batter.
Perhaps another orange cap loading for KL Rahul in the coming months, Devashish?
Again, the IPL will come again. Strike rate and this rate.
That question should be asked.
Let's keep IPL for now. But yes, KL Rahul, Ravindra Jadeja, maybe the player of the match is a bit of a debatable call, because what KL Rahul did with the bat today, and then of course he was stupendous behind the stumps as well with the gloves. But yes, Sir Ravindra Jadeja gets the player of the match award for his 2 wickets and invaluable 49 runs, which helped India win this match, take a 1-0 series. The action will now move to Visakhapatnam, where Australia will try to make a comeback and equal this series 1-1 on Sunday. We'll be there again in this pre-match, mid-innings and post-match to discuss everything related to that match. Yes, Bharat, Atreo, Devashish and I, along with, let's see who else joins us for that second match. But yes, that was it for this show. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining. Enjoy a good evening, and we'll see you again on Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.